shook it up.
Trans Youth Channel. How's it going? Long time no see. I've been lacking in equipment for a little while, so that is why you haven't seen my face. And now it's all scruffy because I'm working and haven't been taking care of it. Anyway, I'm going to try and cover last week's, well, I don't even know anymore. I'm going to try and cover the trans kids, if I had trans kids, and this week's. Yes. Here we go. Trans kids. If I had kids somehow, and they came out to me as feeling gender variant or trans, I would never stifle that. You know, I would never discourage them from exploring that. Depending on how old they are, obviously, if they're quite young, I'd fully support it. But I think, like any parent, I'd be a bit wary about hormone therapy, and I think I would be more comfortable with hormone blockers. And I don't think, like, to say that a child, my child, would feel trans because they see me and I'm trans and they just kind of mimic me. I think that would give a lot of strength to the idea that homosexual people shouldn't be parents because their kids are going to grow up to be gay. You know, it's the same sort of idea. I would teach my kids to be confident and self-aware so that they can know who they are, right? So they can look at the world, see what's out there, and either subscribe to something that already exists, or like cobble stuff together, or make, I guess you can't really make anything new, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think if they were quite young and they were talking about hormones, like young, like 9, 10, 11, talking about hormones, I would talk to them about hormone blockers, like, but then that's tricky too, you know, because I was on estrogen blockers. So if I have a girl and she wants to transition into a boy, I wouldn't feel comfortable having her on estrogen blockers for an extended period of time, because, like, I was 22, around 22 when I started hormone therapy and when I started going on the blockers, and my endo told me that if I were to continue it for several years, I'd have to also think about calcium and stuff, because even at 25, like that, the 22 to 25, I guess, without any sort of reproductive hormones, so no estrogen, no testosterone, progesterone, nothing, osteoporosis, right, in me. So I don't know if in young kids, if that would be a concern. I don't know. It's all research, you know, and that's what I would do if my kid came out. I would do a lot of research about it, but always support them. So that's all I want to say. Supporting your kids, listening to them, talking to them, sharing my experiences, which I don't expect to be their experiences, you know, but sort of having that information for them, and then going from there, talking to doctors, yeah. So that, if I had a kid, which I'm not sure if I flip-flop between wanting to have kids and not. But we'll see, you know, the future is unknown, so who knows what's going to happen. This week's topic, very interesting, confronting your past self, how you feel about seeing pictures of yourself pre-transition, I don't know, it's weird. I became a tomboy very early in my life. I don't know if I've ever said this online before, but grade 1 was the last time I wore anything sort of feminine. I should try and find it. My grade 1 class photo, I'm wearing a Beauty and the Beast shirt. It's pink. The shirt has like a little skirt thing attached to it, and then like pink pants. It's a whole thing. It's a whole outfit. Little shoes. My hair is long and it's down, and I decided it'd be cool to take my fringe and basically do this and get a little elastic. And so my grade 1 picture is me in the front row sitting, Beauty and the Beast shirt with my fringe in an elastic, because I was a unicorn. Yep. So yeah, grade 1, last time I wore a dress, last time I wore anything sort of inherently feminine, whatever you want to take that to mean. And then after that I started getting my cousin Warren's hand-me-downs, so he didn't wear anything girly and I didn't wear anything girly. It was great. But like pre that, when I was quite young and I'm, you know, just being a kid, I even, like, my parents were super chill. My mom was super chill. I have pictures where I'm wearing boys' clothes, like things I would consider more masculine. I have like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle t-shirts and stuff like that. But yeah, when I get a bit nostalgic when I see those pictures, and I wonder if I hadn't felt this way. Because I don't know, I was a good-looking little girl. I don't think I was very good looking in like middle school and high school. I feel a lot better looking now as a man than I did then, as like some androgynous, usually mistaken for a boy, but I don't know. I don't think I would have made a very pretty girl. But cute kid, so I don't mind looking at those pictures. And then when you start to get into like grade 7, grade 8, throughout high school, I like looking for positions and stuff where like you can't really see anything, and I look masculine and maybe like my jawline's really pronounced. I like looking for that stuff, so I kind of zoom in on pictures of myself when I'm looking at old high school photos or like old party. I didn't really go to parties. It doesn't really bother me. The thing that bothers me is when I look at pictures and I don't like looking unattractive. I mean, I don't think I'm fuck, I don't know. I can admit that I have an okay face, but I don't think I'm anything special. So, nothing special, nah, but I don't like looking unattractive in photos if I'm not doing it on purpose. You know, like if I'm making an ugly face in photos, I have to deal with that ugly face and I have to deal with the consequences, so that's fair play. But if someone catches me off guard and I've kind of like at a profile and I'm talking, when I talk, my like chin underneath here kind of pouches out a bit, and I don't really like it, so I hate it when I see photos of me and it's like pouched down and it looks like I have a really fat neck. I don't know, that bothers me. And then to sort of talk about more trans related stuff, if you can see my female chest in pictures, that really sets me off a lot. You could call that a trigger, but usually pictures like that, like I've gotten rid of a lot of those just because it's easier. You know, who needs that in their life, right? Who needs to be reminded of something that you hated so much and it just made you really depressed? No one. So yeah, I think, is that alright for a video? Alright, I will end it there.
Remarkable as it seems.